Jai Sri Radhe, Progressive, Shorthand Passages, Legal, Exercise 18, page number 37, dictation 80 words per minute, start. Made in the petition have remained uncontroverted. Full stop. The arbitration clause does not indicate as to whether the arbitration is to be referred to a sole arbitrator or more than one arbitrator. Full stop. Learned counsel for the applicant submits that the applicant would be satisfied if the matter is referred to the sole arbitrator. Full stop. He has also submitted that it would be appropriate to nominate a former judge of this court. Full stop. In my opinion, there is a valid subsisting arbitration clause. Full stop. The non-applicant seems to have prima facie acted in breach of the agreement. Full stop. The dispute seems to have arisen out of a bona fide agreement between the parties. Full stop. The arbitration petition also seems to have been filed within limitation. Full stop. In such circumstances, I allow this petition and refer the dispute raised in this petition or any other dispute that may become available to the parties to the sole arbitrator. Full stop. The non-applicant shall be at liberty to raise any counter claim if so advised. Full stop. I hereby appoint Mr. Justice B.P. Singh, former judge of this court, as the sole arbitrator. Full stop. The learned arbitrator shall be at liberty to fix his own remuneration and any other terms and conditions for the arbitration as deemed fit and proper at his sole discretion. Full stop. The seat of the arbitration shall be in Delhi. Full stop. However, the arbitrator may hold the arbitration proceedings at a place most convenient to the parties either within India or outside India. Full stop. Para. In our country also, when the Criminal Procedure Code 1861 was enacted, it was silent about the compounding of offence. Full stop. Subsequently, when the next code of 1872 was introduced and mentioned about compounding in section 188Y, providing the mode of compounding. Full stop. However, it did not contain any provision declaring what offences were compoundable. Full stop. The decision as to what offences were compoundable was governed by reference to the exception to section 214 of the Indian Penal Code. Full stop. The subsequent code of 1898 provided section 345 indicating the offences which were compoundable, but the said section was only made applicable to compounding of offences defined and permissible under Indian Penal Code full stop. The present code, which repealed the 1898 code, contains section 320 containing comprehensive provisions for compounding full stop. A perusal of section 320 makes it clear that the provisions contained in section 320 and the various subsections in a code by itself relating to compounding of offense full stop. It provides for the various parameters and procedures full stop.